welcome into another episode of the Delco Duo, Saturday nights on PHL 17, and it's a special episode.
We've got a special guest for Mother's Day weekend. My mom, our first and only guest we've ever had on the Delco Duo. So you should feel really honored.
Guys. Thanks for having me. Thank God I'm from Delco, born and raised, or I may not have been invited.
I was going to say, I have to attribute my Delco-ness to this lady, so I wouldn't be a part of the Delco Duo if it wasn't for my mom. So
you are the OG Delco.
You girls can't argue. Is Delco the best place to grow up or what?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's why we have a whole show dedicated to why we love it so much.
And Saturday night when the people come home and they're like, oh, let's watch something, they're going to watch Jenna and Monica.
That's it. That's what we always say. Like, people are getting home from the bars.
They're winding down.
And
feeling
now you
good.
got the Delco Duo to solve all your problems.
And you're Glen Olden, so if people are wondering where you were born and raised.
Briarcliff, Fatima. Let's hear it for
True
that
Delco
area.
lady.
What's Fatima? Is that where you went to school? Yeah.
Okay. You know, everyone in Delco, you ask what the parish is.
It's like, I've never heard of a town called Fatima.
No. Our
but
Lady
your
of
church.
Fatima.
Yes, okay. Got it. Okay, so here's how we do it. We go to the debrief right now.
And my mom's really concerned that she's gonna mess up the way that this show works, and we're trying to explain to her that you can't because there's no format for this show.
And everybody watching has had quite a few drinks.
Yeah, so
because it's Saturday night.
So either way, people won't remember it anyway.
But it's our special edition of Mother's Day, so we are celebrating on the moms, especially you, and you're here today because Jenna had her baby shower earlier.
Yep. Surprise baby shower.
Grandma.
Shout out to the PHL 17 staffers. Yeah, this is a picture from my wedding. So we were going to show some pictures of our moms, but now that my mom's here.
There's my little lady.
Oh, Gigi.
There's Gigi, and that's my sister too. We recently just went, because her birthday's really close to Mother's Day. It was recently. So we do like a big combined thing. Birthday, Mother's Day. So we recently went to Secret Gardens. Magic Gardens. In Philly. It was highly recommended.
With all the mosaics and all like the mirrors.
Yeah, beautiful.
Did she like it?
Nice.
Yeah. She liked it?
She is. She's really into that kind of stuff. So it was like a no-brainer. She had so much fun. Plus all of her kids were there, which I know you can relate. You could bring her to the bottom of a quarry. If her 3 kids are there, my mom's like, this is the best place ever.
Absolutely, 100% right, as long as they're all together.
Yeah, and getting along.
That's the key. And you and your sister were matching in that photo. You guys had on the same outfit.
I know.
Did you plan that?
No, we didn't. So it was funny because I pick her up. She lives in Philly, so I pick her up. And she comes, and I'm in the street in my car, and she comes out of her apartment, and I was like, no, go upstairs, get changed. And she's like, well, I can't. There's a car behind you. So we had to get in the car and go before she could get changed.
You growing up, you used to make us wear all the same clothes, like all the time.
Me and my 20.
Yeah, literally. We were always, the 3 of us were always dressed the same. So
really, like the sailor outfits and
anything, jackets,
cheetah jackets. We had these cheetah furry jackets that she used to make us wear all winter long. I mean, it was ridiculous. We looked ridiculous.
Oh my gosh! In church. And the usher would be like, "Oh, I love their little jackets."
But where would you get them from? Because nowadays you just go on Amazon and you get
anywhere. All different stores.
Yeah, like Oshkosh Bagosh.
She's been scammed on Amazon. Who gets scammed on Amazon? I mean, this lady's been scammed on Amazon. It's really hard to do that. And she's a old school going to the store type of shopper.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, girls. Enjoy the rest of your show.
No, we still need you for our first issue.
Oh, I'll be back.
No, you're here still. You're staying here. You're not leaving.
Yeah. This is actually a good one for her. Mom from Ridley, so right in your neck of the woods. My only daughter is getting married this year. Regarding the bridal shower, what's the role of the bride's mom?
Pretty much everything.
Well, that's what she says. She goes, I was basically told that the bride's mom plans the shower and pays for it, but I always thought that the shower was hosted by the bridesmaids.
Not anymore.
No, not
that
anymore.
Used to be the case. Yes. When you got married, did your bridesmaids?
They did. But my mom helped too. But she didn't do everything. Like, I feel like now the bride's mom would get the venue. She'll get the menu set, and then the bridesmaids will do the favors and do the decorating,
the games,
and the games and things like that. Yeah.
Which I think is so crazy. I do think some of the reason that this has started this way, and maybe I'm wrong, but now that the bachelorette parties have become so big and
so expensive.
So expensive.
So expensive.
A lot of the brides' moms are like, okay, well, we can't expect the girls to do that and this. But I think that's crazy because now you're paying for not only the shower, but the whole wedding itself. And these showers are huge, too.
Showers are huge, too.
Yeah.
It's like a small wedding now.
But I never let the bridesmaids pay for the showers. Because I felt just like what you said. There's enough.
They got to get the dress. They got to get the dress tailored. They got to, you know, their expenses are adding up as well. But there are still some mothers out there who will have the bridesmaids kind of take the full shower.
And that's okay too. It's, you know, whatever works for
you, but I do think if you are going to then have the bridesmaids host a shower, that's fine. But you got to pull back on what you're doing for the bachelorette.
Right.
The bachelorette really can't be that far away.
You're saying the bride. The bride needs to be cognizant of what her bridesmaids are already putting in.
Yes, if they're putting in for the bridal shower, then they really shouldn't be expected to do a lot for the bachelorette. It's going to be way
because
too
it gets
much.
out of hand. And then, you know, like you guys said, then you have the gift, and then you have the room if you're staying over. So
bachelorette parties have really evolved. I mean, what did you do for your bachelorette party?
So I went to this bar in Drexel Hill, and I can't remember what it was called.
It's Maggie O'Neill's when it was around.
Oh gosh, I was just talking about this
like in Drexel Hill. I'm trying to think of like bars in Drexel Hill.
Like this. Well, we went to a couple, but the one that we stayed for the longest,
little bar crawl in Delco for the bachelorette.
I don't know if you
it was the night before your wedding too, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can't do that anymore. The night, because too many incidents have happened with people being too hungover for the wedding.
And then the bride doesn't show up or the groom doesn't show up. Yeah.
Thank God you did show up.
I did show up. Yeah, I did.
But how many people did you have at your bachelorette?
Oh, we had a good amount. We didn't just have the bridesmaids. We had.
She wants you to know she had friends. She's like, you know, I had more than just my bridesmaids. I had a lot of friends.
Whoever wanted to come.
It was a big shebang away.
Yeah, whoever wanted to come.
Did you get a limo?
Do
you remember?
I don't even. I don't.
Because my dad had a limo for his bachelor party. He same thing. Did like a
around Ridley.
He might have gone into Philly.
Oh, he went fancy.
Yeah, that's really fancy. We were happy staying in Delco because we wanted some like male friends to maybe meet us there.
Whoa!
So they knew
they're getting married, Lynn. Well,
but then we met the guys afterwards for breakfast. We did.
So did you just not sleep all night? You went right to breakfast?
We did. But wait, my bachelorette party wasn't the night before the wedding. That's the rehearsal dinner. You girls are mixed up.
Yeah, okay, so you did bachelorette
come
rehearsal.
on. Are you even married?
I don't know.
Yes, you're mixed up.
All right, well, we got to go to break, Mom. That's how TV works. So thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for joining us for our first.
Thanks for having me.
She's then going to move into our live studio audience.
Yes, and watch us.
Coming up, we have another issue. This one has to do with dating terms, and someone in their 50s is confused. Okay. So we're going to help them out.
Stay with us.
Yeah, it might be you.
Might be me.
And welcome back to the Delco Duo. Lynn will be joining us later in just a bit. At the end. But our special edition, Mother's Day edition, does continue. But now we are helping someone with their dating terminology. So let's see what the issue is.
Ursula from Upland. All right. Someone recently told me that we were, quote, hanging out, and I wasn't really sure what that term meant in dating jargon. It would be helpful to a lot of people to understand what different dating terms mean. We are hanging out, we are seeing each other, we are dating, we are talking, we are going steady, etc. I mean, Monica, the list could go on and on and on.
It's hard. I think some of these that you listed are very similar. To me, we are hanging out and we are talking are the same thing.
Okay.
That's at the same level.
To me is not a dating term.
No, we're hanging out. Like we're hanging. I think you can do a lot of things with it. Like you can be hanging out and kissing even further than that. Not the big thing. You haven't done that yet. If you're just hanging out and talking, you haven't done the big thing yet.
My mom is in the studio audience dying now. It's like, we actually need a live audience. I think that would really help us out.
To really understand what we're saying is ridiculous, but that's not ridiculous.
I think that is like, so when you're exclusive with someone, the term when we were in high school was, oh, we're exclusive. That term to me meant you are solely together.
Seeing that person.
That you are not seeing anybody else.
That's boyfriend, girlfriend. When you get exclusive.
Okay.
Or maybe it's a step down.
It's a step down. The next step up is boyfriend and girlfriend.
Exactly. Because sometimes there are times when someone's exclusive, but they haven't asked you out
but
just yet.
I don't think people in their 50s, because it says including this 56-year-old, I don't think people in their 50s would say we're exclusive.
But I think that's what Ursula's asking us to do right now is like, let's just put it out there. And for all ages, this is what this means.
I don't think there's I don't think there's an all age friendly term though.
Okay.
I think it really depends on I don't even know what Gen Z is saying nowadays.
Oh man, we need a Gen Zer here right now to tell us what the kids are saying these days. But when it comes to like things like we're seeing each other, to me that's exclusive. Mm-hmm. You're not seeing anybody else. Or wait, no. Yeah, like friends with benefits, seeing each other, but you might be seeing others too. And then you get exclusive.
I'm even confused. I'm confused by all the dating terms nowadays.
And Ursula, no one says we're going steady.
No. Don't say we're going steady anymore.
Don't say that.
Yeah, that's an old one. That is outdated. That is definitely not what we're using. I think that we are dating is cut and dry.
Yeah, we're dating.
That is your boyfriend. That is your girlfriend. We are dating, period. That doesn't need any sort of clarification or explanation.
Right.
I think we are hanging out and we are talking are probably, you're getting to that point maybe, but still leave the door open. Don't close the door on other opportunities.
Right. And don't close the door on other opportunities. I like that. You know, and don't get mad at the other person. That's
when it gets a mess.
If the other person goes on a date with somebody else and you're like, wait, I thought we were hanging out. I thought we were talking. That doesn't mean anything. If you said, I thought we were exclusive, well, then yes, you can be upset if that other person.
I thought we were dating.
Yeah, I thought we were dating. But otherwise, if you're hanging out talking, they can be hanging out and talking with other people too.
I'm just surprised that even, older generations are in this sort of muddy water of what are we?
Hey. You can date at 56.
I know, but do you feel, I'm going to talk off the camera, I'm breaking the fourth wall. What's the fourth wall when you talk to the people?
You're putting yourself up there with the Kardashians.
Yes,
the Kardashians.
Breaking the fourth wall. Is it confusing for 50-year-olds, these dating terms?
Because when you're this old, you want to make sure you're right or you're wrong.
Okay, she says when you're this old, you want to make sure you're right or wrong.
That's what I think. Don't put it out there. When you're talking with this person, you're 50-something years old. Let's be mature about this. What are we doing? Are you seeing other people? Am I not seeing other people? What do you want out of this? What do I want out of this? Don't play those games like the kids do, because then you're going to get yourself into trouble.
Well, that's why I'm wondering.
Break
if that's
some hearts.
Happening. What are some other terms? I mean, ghost it. Side piece. Side piece. Side piece.
Gosh.
Ghost it.
Oh, this was the best one. Hooking up.
Hooking up.
That
can mean so many different things.
That's above. Not you've been doing the deed. You've done the deed. That's it, man.
I don't know because you hook up.
No, we're hooking up means consistently, like every
way to put this that could be on television.
Hooking up is every weekend you're seeing each other, you're hanging out. But I always took it as like, you're not going out with that person in the beginning of the night, but you end up meeting at the end of the night. You know what I mean?
And that's not a relationship you want to be in.
Sometimes a booty call.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a relationship you want to be in if you're not starting the night with this person.
Jenna, booty calls can be nice for both people. Not just the one calling. The one
Eugene. Was Eugene just a booty call for you?
At one point, we were just hooking up. We were in college.
Steven, he's like, oh my God.
We were
what do you think? You're in this age bracket, a little bit older. Tell us, what are you thinking there? What term confuses you?
Hooking up.
Hooking up is hooking up.
So it's like hooking up, then you're exclusive, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Married.
husband, wife. Yeah, serious. Yeah, getting serious.
What was the bottom of the totem pole?
Talking, hanging out.
Talking, hanging out. Yeah, that's the muddy water where leave the door open.
Yeah.
As Bruno Mars says, I'm going to leave the door open.
So if someone says they're hanging out and you want to take it the next step would then be hooking up or exclusive.
The next step being hooking up is just, even that, I don't even like that term.
I went there.
All right, let's move on. We could talk about that for a while. Coming up, we get to the part of the show where one of us has an issue, so we will be talking about that in just a bit. Stay with us.
And welcome back. Okay, so Jenna, this is not officially your first Mother's Day. Are you celebrating like it's your first Mother's Day?
Not really. I'd say, I mean, we're going to get together with my
You're
whole
still going to
family.
celebrate as a daughter.
As a daughter.
Okay.
I'm going to celebrate my mom.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I guess.
Maybe flowers.
Maybe flowers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see what my husband does.
Okay.
What about, I mean, your mom, so it is your Mother's Day. It's hard, though, because you still have to celebrate your mom.
And I think my mom right now is like, and Eugene's mom too. They're right now erring on the side of like caution. They're like, we don't want to step on your toes. This is your Mother's Day too. And I'm
That's
like, no,
it's hard when
like everyone come over. And they're like, we don't want you to be, you know, stressed because we're going to have dinner at my house. And they're like, we don't want you to be stressed for your Mother's Day. I'm like, oh, I would love it if you guys came. But I can see it is really nice when grandmoms start to think of like, you know, their daughters as moms, and they're like, okay, this is also your Mother's Day. What are you doing? Do you want some alone time and whatnot? But me, you know me, I never want alone time. I want to be surrounded by people at all times. So more the merrier for me.
All right, so let's get to the issue tonight.
Your own issue.
It is mine.
And needs an advisor.
It doesn't have anything to do with Mother's Day. We were talking about how we had my surprise shower here at PHL 17. Yep. I had my actual baby shower a couple weeks ago.
It was beautiful. It was fun.
Thank you. Now I am in that thank you card phase. Mm-hmm. So I guess thank you cards to me, and actually a lot of moms to be, and the apps and the forums that I have on my phone are asking, like, do you write thank you cards after a baby shower? Just because it's such a hectic time in your life. You're trying to get all your things together. You're really tired. You might not feel your best as you're in the third trimester. You're about to have your baby. And I think absolutely you must write. I mean, people took the time to come. Yep. They spent the money to give you a beautiful gift. But I was just curious as to your thoughts on thank you cards from a baby shower and the timeline. I know the timelines. How soon are we getting these babies out?
You want to get them out as soon as possible because you definitely don't want to still be writing those cards when the baby's here. Because, I mean, no time whatsoever.
Right.
If I figure out that, like, there's a mom-to-be that had a shower and didn't write me a thank you card before the baby arrived, I don't expect a card after that because I know the throes that they're in at that moment. But you got to get it done. I have received thank you cards less than like a week after the shower.
Well, nowadays you can start beforehand because a lot of these registries actually tell you who got you the gift. So even before the shower, if you wanted to start, you could.
Yep.
I kind of wish I did that because then, I mean, I did finish them. So if you're watching and you were at my shower and you're a family friend, thank you. Your card is on the way.
Right.
But I just always think it's so hard because I really am a person who tries to write a personal message in every card.
Yeah.
Because some people write the same thing in everyone's thank you card, and you know when you're getting a card.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming and the generous gift.
Yeah.
Love, blah. And hey, that's fine if that's how you want to do it, but you should always try and personalize a little bit. And then once you are done writing your thank you wedding shower gifts, that's it. You never have to do another shower.
The wedding was the worst.
Oh my God, take forever.
Oh my gosh, the wedding, I thought my hand was going to fall off.
And one of the issues I had when I was pregnant, and I was telling you about this, I actually got kind of like an arthritis or like carpal tunnel that had to do with inflammation in my joints just because I was pregnant.
So it was actually very painful for you.
Writing those cards was so painful. I had to wear a brace, but no, you got to get through it. You got to get through it.
My other question is, so Tate, my husband, offers to, well, I can do some of them too, you know.
No chicken scratch.
Thank you. I'm like, your handwriting, I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
And then he's like, well, then you can't complain about all the thank yous because I offered. But it's turning into a thing, not baby shower so much because it really is about the mom, but the wedding, I've gotten thank yous. If you're on the groom's side, the groom is now writing the thank yous for his side of the
really
wedding.
nice. That's really
Do you think
nice.
that, have you gotten that?
You should. Even chicken scratch or no chicken scratch, the guy should be writing some of the cards.
And when I was
like half the people I didn't even know.
It's
I
true.
was like, thank you,
true. And then
Aunt so and so. I don't know what you did, or were you there? I didn't even see you.
And then you received the cards. So I'm receiving these groom written cards, and I'm like, I really missed the boat. Like, I wrote every wedding
really
thank
nice.
you. I wish that I kind of would have known that grooms
Would you have liked it? Because I know for some of like my cousins' showers, what the mom had people do is address their own envelopes.
No.
There's an idea. It's not a bad idea. What? So you don't have to write the address out. You address your own envelope. When you first walk into a shower, please address this envelope that she will then send the card in. And that saves a lot of handwriting. It saves a lot of time, a lot of looking up.
Not any shade to your cousin, but I hate that so much.
So if you got to a shower where you had to address your own envelope,
I would be like, wait, what is this?
Right.
It's so easy nowadays. Just print them. I print the stickers and just stick them on.
I loved that idea. I was like, this is great. I feel better about this poor woman.
Baby shower, absolutely. That's fine. Because, like I said, you're going through a lot. You're about to birth a human. So the easier it could be for you, the better.
But weddings now? Okay.
Weddings now.
Okay, so
Sorry,
the Delco
Monica's
Duo
cousin.
has now just decided for the entire world, what you need to do is have the envelopes addressed for a shower, a wedding shower, but not a bridal shower.
Yes.
Got it.
All right, we have trivia for you as we are rounding out the night. And Monica, we're staying with the theme.
Yes. Who is the formal celebration of Mother's Day in the U.S. often attributed to? Who knew there was a Delco connection or
an area connection?
Regional. Stay with us. This may not be something you know. So the formal celebration of Mother's Day in the U.S. is often attributed to whom?
Anna Jarvis. So I know this is Delco trivia, but she is a Philadelphia resident, and we're doing Mother's Day, so it's close enough.
Too close. So
there she is.
I'm Anna.
Anna Jarvis.
So she moved to Philadelphia when she was 28 years old to care for her mother until her mom unfortunately passed. She had a 2-year grieving period for her mother.
She was a mama's girl.
I love you, Mom.
I would agree.
I don't know if I agree for 2 whole years. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I'm joking.
I'm not babysitting now.
Okay.
Anyway, so after this 2-year grieving period was over, she came up with the newly imagined Mother's Day. So
beautiful. Did you know Anna Jarvis here?
I did.
Yeah, you and Anna.
I was gonna say you were around during that time, right?
Yeah,
the 1900s.
Yeah, I think I was. Some days I feel like I am.
Oh my god.
That's really cool, though. I actually did see one of those like historic signs for Mother's Day.
Yeah, they have a marker in Philly. So
I don't know where. I forget where it is, but I saw that and I was like, wow, that's really cool.
I think it's actually closer to like Center City.
Yeah.
So maybe you've seen it. That's a fun fact to maybe tell your mom or tell your kids.
Yeah.
This Mother's Day.
Did not know that. You learned so much information on the Delco Duo.
Yes.
Did you like
We're
being a part of the
full
show?
I loved it. I loved it.
If these are our highest ratings ever, are you coming back?
Look, I got to go on maternity leave
She's
at
out
some
here
point.
soon.
So
She's out of here.
We need to fill in.
I don't
There you
know.
go.
If you like my mom, tell us.
Call me Jenna. Call
Delco
me
Duo
Jenna.
at phl17.com.
I'm busy on Saturday nights though. Sorry.
You can't do this for
You
12
can't
weeks.
be busy. Have a good night, everyone. Happy Mother's Day.